Remember when I told you guys I'd come back and play around with the Delancey toppers as well as this eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna do something together with these two, okay? Because we're gonna do that today. But first we have to put a face on, and you guys like when I go from beginning to end because I give you guys like tips and tricks. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna start off with my Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. It's a primer and a moisturizer all in one. It smells divine, works beautifully, and I absolutely love it. Also, I am pre-filming 2 to 3 videos. You may not see me live because, oh my god, where was I going with this? I have issues, I know. I was sick since last week. Girl, I don't even know what happened. I was so weak. Well, dehydration. I know what happened. I was so dehydrated. I woke up and everything, my bones, my muscles, everything was aching. I had headaches. I was nauseous. It was a whole lot of everything. The moment I got electrolytes in my system, I felt amazing. But I really had to recover from that. So I took a few days off, which is very rare, of course. I'm going to go in with the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. This is in G6. Yeah, G60? Yes, G60. I'm just gonna do a little bit on the back of the hand. So girl, I was so sick. I mean, I don't really take off, and this is like my me time. I absolutely love filming. So the fact that I took off, you know, I was feeling like pure death. And we were at a point where Juan and my mom, they were like having a little teen meeting, and they were saying like, if she doesn't feel better by the next day, we are taking her to the hospital. Thank God I started feeling better. But that's where we've been. And I typically release videos Fridays and Saturdays, leave Sunday as a day for you guys to like catch up. I was like in bed the whole freaking time. It was insane. I feel so much better, obviously, because I have all this freaking energy. But then I'm pre-filming now because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed, the top ones. I am going to use my Perfect Cover Concealer in Medium Golden by Ofra Cosmeticos because I absolutely love them. Let me give you a quick little story time situation as to why I'm getting it done now after so many years, because I'm just scared, okay? But not just regular scared. I'm like deathly scared at this point. So when Ty was about 8 months old, I ended up having a surgeon remove my bottom wisdom teeth. I didn't get them to put me to sleep or anything. I did get the gas. I got like the anesthesia, and I thought that would have been fine, which technically it was. However, that experience was so traumatic. I was in pain for about a month after surgery. They had to suture me up from the bottom to the top. Like I had thread, like that thread that they use, from the bottom to the top, holding my jaw together, and it was all, but I never understood what was happening or why that was. I just knew that that was done. So it was a whole freaking situation. I remember 2 weeks after getting the surgery, I would call them and I'm still talking like this, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. It's sore. I can't open my mouth properly. Like, what in the world is going on? So I was like asking questions, you know. They told me for my particular case, it was completely normal. Okay, I'm gonna use a powder puff. Where's my powder? It was right in front of me. Here we go. And my banana brightening powder by Ofra Cosmeticos. You guys already know. Same tricks so far. I don't have anything new for you right now. Well, I mean, I always do different things, so we shall see. I might, depending on what I encounter when applying the makeup, I'll come up with something new. And honestly, if you were to get your spot on shade when it comes to foundation, here's the thing that I like to do. I'll apply my concealer down the bridge of my nose and I will powder that, but then I bring my powder down here like this, and this looks like I automatically contoured when I did it. Isn't that amazing? I don't contour like that. Very, very rarely will I contour. But anyway, so what happens? The person on the receiver happens to chime in and let me know that my case wasn't normal because my wisdom teeth had already fused into my jawbone. I'm gonna go into the Hula Beach Vacay little duo. Isn't that cute? Supposedly, once your wisdom tooth fuses into your bone, it is so much harder to actually get it out. So technically they can't get it out, and what they would do is chomp and chomp and chomp and take out as much as possible, but then the whole root, the whole like what is it, the base of it, it's still in your mouth. So I still have that in there. He wasn't able to take it all out, and she told me my case was very different because they ended up having to dislocate my jaw in order to get in there that far because I have a very small mouth. Like she said, honey, your mouth was so tiny. He couldn't get his big hands in there, so he had to dislocate the jaw. And I was like, wait, what? No one told me my jaw was being dislocated. Ever since then, my jaw on either side clicks when I chew at times. Or if I go like this, sometimes I wake up with a really sore jaw. But yeah. So obviously that would make sense as to why they had to suture me from the bottom to the top. It was like a spider's web situation going on in there. And then on top of that, I was in pain for like 3.5 weeks or so. It was a lot and it wasn't a good time. When my dentist goes, you should totally get the top ones removed. They're pretty much out. They're at an angle. They're creating pressure on the rest of your teeth. That's why you feel discomfort. That's why it gets sore. Sometimes I can't open my mouth all the way wide because it's so sore. But you know, we kind of like power through. For years, they've been telling me, go get it removed. Not after what I went through. And I keep telling them, no, not after what I went through. However, the location I'm going to now, I actually like. That's looking really good. You guys already know my Benefit Cosmetics, precisely my brown in number 6. So I went to the dentist recently because I'll feel like some sensitivity on my teeth, but specifically on this area, and it takes turns. Then all of a sudden it'll be on this side, but it's always at the top. And funny enough, I ended up complaining about the sensitivity during a cleaning. I stopped going every time I felt sensitivity, because then they're like, listen, we're not gonna do any more x-rays, you're fine. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I started feeling the same sensations all over again during a cleaning. So I said, hey, listen, you know, this is what I'm feeling. Again, even tapping like this, I'm feeling some sort of way, check it out. And so as they checked, they even did a full like scan. I don't know what they call it, but like a full scan. They had my head on a machine and they did a full on scan. They're like, yeah, they're out there and they're like poking out this way. It's so ugly. It was like poking out this way. So they said, you really need to get them out. Obviously, I gave them the whole spiel, but with more gory detail as to what I experienced with the bottom ones. And they said, okay, well, the pain is going to be temporary. That's 1, 2. The bottom ones are always the worst to have removed. The top usually just pop out. And you won't need a surgeon because they're not cutting anything. They're just pulling because they're right there. I was like, oh. So, all that story to let you guys know that I'm pre-filming because I'm getting the wisdom teeth removed tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in a ton of pain for like 2 days. Y'all already know I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. And for those of you who snagged it during the sale, girl, you got an amazing freaking deal. Now, don't be sad. They usually have great sales, great deals, but this one was freaking fantabulous. Okay, so if you snagged it, you took advantage of a really good deal. Okay, because we're gonna go in with this frosty little topper, I am going to go fairly simple on the eye, I feel like. So I think we're going to do Gratitude. I haven't touched that one yet. Oh, and I'm gonna pop that baby here. So am I scared to go to my appointment tomorrow? Abso-freaking-lutely. I am, you know. But is it time to get it done? Yes. Think about it. Ty was, what, like 8 or 9 months, something like that, when I got the top ones removed. This girl's gonna be 10 in November. It's been a really good minute, okay? It's been a really, really good minute. It's time for sure. But that tells you guys, I'm pretty tough. I'll get tattoos, I'll get piercings. Heck, I did my own second piercing here at home without an issue. Like, I was just like, we're gonna do it, and that's it. But when it comes to like pain in the mouth, like, I know I'm not the only, I can't be the only one. Pain in the mouth is just, it's not fun. Like, we talk with our mouth, we have saliva in our mouth, so you know your mouth is already warm, and that throbbing feeling when you have to swallow, it hurts, and then your throat starts to hurt, and then you want to eat, but then you're too scared, and then and everything is so sensitive and tender, and just so I'm freaking scared for real. I'm really, really scared, but it is time. We're looking at what, 9.5 years. It's time we get it done. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into Cherished. I'm going with mattes out of this palette because obviously we want to go in with a topper. And I want to see, oh, that's nice. I want to see what the topper truly looks like on the eye. Like right now, the one on the left is so sensitive. I mean, I can talk and stuff, but I've noticed that while I film my videos at times, I'm either like, what is that powder? My mouth, like my jaw doesn't open as wide, or it just shifts a little differently. Yes, I have TMJ, so it's gonna shift a little differently, but still, like, I can notice when my gum is sore back here because of that darn wisdom tooth, because of the way that my mouth moves and stuff. So it's just, I'm so tired of it. I really am. So I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna take one for myself. I am team me. and I'm gonna get it done. But I'm scared as hell. I really, really am. I grabbed a really fluffy brush and I'm going to dip. I don't want to go too deep. Like, I feel like too deep sometimes is too... You know what? Let's try Precious and see how that... No, you know what? Let's go to Aura. And I want to clear up. I'm not afraid of the actual procedure. I'm not afraid to have them removed. I'm not afraid of them putting needles in my mouth anymore. Like, I've gotten that done so many times. It's fine, right? It's whatever. What I'm actually afraid of is the post removal pain. Like, in the moment, you're numb, you don't feel a darn thing, and then all of a sudden you start to feel your lips again, you start to feel everything, and all of a sudden the throbbing, and then it gets your ears, it gets your temples, it just gets everything, and it's scary. And I think I could deal with it for a few days, but my fear is that I'll be in pain for weeks like I did with the top ones. Although every single person I've talked to has told me, you are going to be perfectly fine. The top ones, it's easy peasy compared to the bottom ones. So I'm banking on that. Well, I'm a tough cookie, you know? And my mom raised us right. My sister got all 4 removed at the same time. I'm putting them at an angle so that you can kind of really see what the colors are like. Here are our toppers. This one looks white, but it has a green shift. This one is white also, but it has a pinky shift. Purple with pink shift, and blue with like a pink purple shift. Let's go with this one. The white with the pinky shift. What's unfair is that for some reason, the camera doesn't pick up the shift on these the way it should. It's so pretty. Okay, so it's applying really well with the finger, which is awesome sauce. I'm going to use a brush on the other eye because I want to see how it's going to go on. It's applying, but it goes on so much better with a finger. So let me just go in with the finger instead of trying to build it because it doesn't make sense. And then I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm thinking I'll probably skip falsies today, but I wanted to show you guys. Remember the Lancome mascara? I told you guys I need to get the double. There's like a twin pack on Ulta. I haven't gotten around to it because I procrastinate everything, but I still have this thing and it's absolutely amazing. This one is the Monsieur Big. I'm assuming big lashes. So I'll start off with the bottom ones. I mean, that was just one cone. Look how intense it is, but it's still not like super dark. It's just like, you know. And then I'll do the top lashes. All right, now you could totally go in with falsies. Normally I would, but I feel like the eyes are so pretty and the wing does the most. I think we're good. Now on the lips, I'm gonna do a duo that's gonna be very like light and pretty and pink, and that is because the eyes are so pretty and just like glistening. I want the eyes to be center of attention. So I'm gonna go in with Bel Air by Gerard Cosmetics. And then I'm going to go in with a lip gloss. It is by Saints, Angels, Sinners. It's in collab with, oh my God, it's so tiny, my glasses. I don't have them here. Sophia Sadie, got it. Sophia Sadie, this one is in Bratz. So pretty. I've really been enjoying this gloss. I don't do pinks as often as I should, actually. All right, you guys, and here is the completed look. These little topper sparkler thingies for the eyes are beautiful. I think the shade selection is really nice. And I think it paired very well with the Oaklawn Pink Rose palette. This came in the box, this came in the bag. But look at it. I mean, honestly, totally worth the price point. If you get both subscriptions, you are going to be truly impressed with the products because these two are so good. All right, you guys, and that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Please wish me luck. I don't want to be in pain for weeks and weeks at a time. I could take a few days, but not weeks, you know. So please wish me luck on my wisdom tooth removal tomorrow. Of course, leave me your feedback down below. I want to hear your thoughts on the products, on the toppers. Did you get them? Are you going to get them? Are you excited? Did you sign up? I want to hear it all. And if you're new to the channel, I want to invite you to join a little family here on the YouTube by hitting the subscribe button below. I upload 6 days out of the week on a normal schedule because I want to make sure you have fun, ongoing content at all given times. I'm going to go ahead and recommend 2 videos here on screen. I'm hoping you'll consider checking out. And if you do, I will see you guys over there. Bye, guys.